Hello, this is Simon with RF Technologies, and in this video, I'll be giving a surface level walkthrough of the features and menus on our Big Dog DVR systems. For a more in-depth guide to specific features, you can see our other videos on our support page at shopbigdog.com. Once your system is powered on, make sure you have a mouse and keyboard connected with USB. There are various slots in the front and behind the DVR. The buttons on the front panel can also be used, but there is a learning curve, and we recommend just using a mouse and keyboard. Once you're here, you can right-click on the view to open the login screen. The default username is going to be admin, and the default password we use is bigdog1234. There is also a digital keyboard here if you don't have a keyboard available. Okay, now that you're logged in, on the top here you're going to see a menu bar with all the different tabs. First here is the live view tab. You can see the current view from your cameras with some basic settings. Pan, tilt, zoom controls for compatible cameras, and some other settings depending on your model of camera. You can also change the division of how many cameras are shown on the bottom right here, depending on how many cameras you have or how many you wish to see. Next is the playback tab. Here you can select as many cameras as you wish and the date, and then you can scrub through the times on the bottom here, and then use this little clip feature to clip some footage you might want to put onto a flash drive for whatever purpose you might need it for. Next is file management. This is just another way to search for footage depending on certain events, certain tags. We recommend just using the playback for most purposes. Next is smart analysis. This is special tracking events that are supported by some of our cameras that allows for triggering alarms based on human or car recognition. Next is the camera tab. Depending on if you have an IP or an analog system, your cameras will be listed here. In the display submenu here, you can show what displays on your camera, such as changing the camera name, and there's also some filtering options. Video parameters are the more baseline quality settings for the footage. Most of these should be good on default. Just note that increasing the quality, the resolution, FPS, bitrate mostly, can affect performance. The mainstream is the footage that's going to be recorded on your hard drive, and the event is going to be recorded when there's an event, such as motion detection. Substream is the view that you will have on your phone or other remote access methods. And storage here, you can customize when exactly your cameras will record. By default, it's just going to record based on a motion detection event, but you can also set it to record continuously in here. Next is the storage mode. Storage device. Here you can see the hard drives, their statuses. If it's showing abnormal, it's probably a bad hard drive. You might need to get that checked out. The total capacity and the amount of free space available. For storage mode, by default it's going to be set to quota. This just means that it will delete your oldest footage to make room for new footage in a constantly rolling recording. Here in the system settings, these are just the general settings for your DVR: monitor resolution, output method, date time. Here in the user, you can edit the password or permissions for each user or make new ones. Network settings, most of these should be good on default, but you may need to access this for troubleshooting. Advanced, you might need PT Cloud here for remote access methods. You can see our other video for that. An event, all our cameras should have motion detection enabled by default. In live view, you can change the video output, how it's the video output method, um, and how many cameras are going to be shown on that live view. In view, you can change exactly which cameras are shown and where. Next is maintenance. You can view basic device information here. Another important thing is HDD operation. Here you can run some tests on your hard drives in case they're showing abnormal or faults or anything like that. Another important thing to note here is scheduled reboot. By default, this will not be enabled, but we recommend enabling this to reboot your DVR about every week, just for the health of the system. Next thing to note up here, the alarms. By default, it's going to be set to only trigger during hard drive errors. You can customize it as you wish. Errors will just cause a beeping to come from the DVR to let you know that something has gone wrong. And that is about it. Thank you for watching, and be sure to watch our other videos on our support page at shopbigdog.com for guides on other features such as remote access or downloading footage. Thank you, and have a good day.